What's up guys, and just a quick video for you guys. If you're hungry, all I've done here is I've got some mince meat. So that's lamb mince. You can use chicken mince, you can use corn, you can just use vegetables, you can use potatoes, smashed potatoes with peas, chickpeas. Be inventive, you could use sweet corn, anything you like, but I've just got some basic mince here. All I've done with it is I've put in a tiny bit of salt, a tiny bit of garam masala, which you can easily find in any supermarkets, even Tesco's, Asda, Sainsbury's, and a few cloves just to give it a bit of flavour. And I've boiled it simply in water for about half an hour, and that's completely cooked through, but it's still very light and fluffy in texture, so the water's actually all dried up. So that's going to be the filling. And I've bought some basic spring rolls, guys. You can get this from, again, most supermarkets. The spring roll pastries, you can make them into samosas, you can make spring rolls, you can make Chinese sort of dumplings, any sort of fancy rolls that you want to make. They're very simple, they're very cheap to buy as well. So all I've done is I've got a sheet of pastry here, so I'm going to line it up with my filling. So you try and use about 2 or 3 tablespoons to get yourself a generous filling in the middle there. Again, you can use any filling of your choice, as long as it's not too moist and it doesn't sort of drip outside. You could use corn mince, just as good. You could use chicken mince, lamb, turkey. You could use vegetable alternatives, chickpeas, smashed potatoes, sweet corn, any vegetable of your choice, spring onions if you like, sweet peas. They make a very delicious filling, just as well for anybody that's vegetarian. So you basically line up about 3 tablespoons like this, and that's basically a cylindrical shape. That's ready to get folded now. What I'm going to do is fold in like an envelope, one corner, the other corner, just press the edges down, and then from the top, there you go. You want to get a nice and snug, tight roll. So that's basically lined up my cylinder now. You can do a samosa shape, but this is just so much quicker and easier. They taste exactly the same. So for my sealant, what I've used is basic gram flour, guys. You could use any sort of flour you wished, really. All you do is, what I've used one is this one over here. I'll quickly show you. Gram flour, again, readily available in all market stores. It only costs about, I think, 60 pence or something. And what that does is basically I've put in about a teaspoon, a big tablespoon, and I've mixed it up with water. Now you don't want it too runny, you don't want it too thick, that's just about fine, and we'll use that, just a tiny pinch of salt to give a bit of flavour. And if you just apply some towards the edges like an envelope, there we go, and then basically use a finger. It's a bit like an envelope, that's sealant that you get, the sort of gum paste that you get at the end of the envelopes. This will ensure that it has an oil tight seal, and none of the oil actually gets inside your filling, and it remains nice and healthy and dry inside, and the oil will just nice and crisp your pastry from the outside until it's golden brown. There you go, guys. Just takes about 10 seconds and you've got it all done. Then all you do is wrap it up nice and tightly. That's 1, 2, that's going to get about 3 wraps, so that's a good solid wrap now. And once it's finished like this, it's totally sealed and you can't get any oil in there whatsoever, and that will remain nice and crisp, golden on the outside, and yet the filling inside will be nice and dry. Then all I've done is I've heated up some olive oil. Olive oil is the best, guys, because it's very healthy, and just put it in the middle. There we go. It's shallow frying, so you don't need a lot of oil in there. Just make sure the oil is preheated and it's nice and warm, so that as soon as you put it inside, they start cooking away and you get a nice crisp coating on the outside of your pastry. You could do, again, guys, spring rolls. You could do samosas, whatever you want to do. It makes a healthy nutrition snack, a starter to any meal, or even just 2 or 3 as a meal by itself. Why not? If you wanted a quick protein pick, that's why I use this Keema or minced lamb meat, and it's boiled in water, so it literally is very healthy, very light, and doesn't make you too filled up. So I'm just going to get a wooden spatula. Now I think I should be okay. By the time you sort of touch it, you'll be able to see. Be very careful, guys, as you flip it over. There's hot oil. There we go. Yep, that's cooking nicely. So as you see, it begins to harden up from the outside, and it starts to turn like a delicious golden brown. And when both sides are evenly done, you know it's ready. Just make sure you've got a nice tissue on your plate. Put it on your to drain the excess oil off. And that is the spring roll filled with keema or a salsa. Either way you want to cook it, and again it's cooked in olive oil and extremely healthy, whatever you choose to eat it, as a starter or as a main meal or just as a snack even. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be kind enough, leave a comment, subscribe and like our channel, and have a nice day.